Hi, I am Suzanne Fischetti, the president of the South Coast region of the CSRC, and I'm here to tell you about Sputum Bowl and what we want videos on this next Tuesday, which is January 10th, 2012. We're going to be having our first video recording session. I've been requested to explain a few of the things that I want on videos. Besides the Sputum Bowl, we're going to be asking schools, hospitals, pretty much anybody else who wants to do a RT video to make one on various subjects. We're hoping to make this a statewide event eventually, but right now this is our first one this Tuesday. The suggestions that I have for making videos would be teaching aids. If you can make it a teacher quality video, that would be nice. The teachers could use them for teaching various techniques for school, pass it around. It would be useful for many different places. We could put it online for a teaching event. But you know, that's kind of traditional. You could find an organization to support, which would be nice, like Breathe America, the Lung Association, respiratory organizations like that support respiratory issues would be really useful for them, for us. We can use them in the public also. Public videos in general would be nice. Education for the public on how to do a MDI properly with a chamber properly, how to do a pre and a post screener would be nice, things like that, oxygen at home, or anything that the public might be interested in. Organizations also like the CSRC and the AARC would sure be nice. We would love to have a video about our organization. A school spirit video would be good, or a hospital spirit would be good. Pretend you're 16 and just come up with something really wild and crazy. You can ask Patrick Moore, who's certainly made a video. And there's plenty out there. If you look on YouTube, you would find really unprofessional, stupid things, and you could do better, definitely. You can do better than me. Now that I've made my little 3-minute video, I'll probably never, ever even be considered for a teaching job after that. Anyway. The school spirit would be great because you can make a song or make a parody of a song, and then you can build a video around your song, and you can do all kinds of crazy things with that. I can bring some. Weird Al Yankovic has medical songs out there, and in fact they even have one Iron Lung song out there, believe it or not. So Mr. Frump, by the way. Anyway, and skits would be good, why you want to be an RT, what you get out of being an RT, what it's like to have be a student, you know, the daily life of a student and the rewards of being a RT student. And useful things like that are pretty obvious. Teaching aids, how about on suctioning, how to do correct suctioning, how to instruct an IS, how to do a BiPAP, why you do BiPAP, everything about that. That's a big thing. Of course, a traditional one is also CPR. That's always fun. But I think it would be really fun to do a teaching aid on CPT. Much needed, and it would be really a blast to do that one. Not to mention, of course, intubation. You can make that serious or whatever. Pre and post spirometry, that's always fun, you know, because just watching a real one's kind of fun. How to do an ABG and those kind of things, you know, the usual run-of-the-mill stuff. But I want crazy videos. I want creative videos. I want them respiratory related, but I want them fun. I would like a ventilator demonstration. How to run a ventilator, and you can have a patient beside you intubated and have the instructor talking to a group of students, and the instructor doesn't look at the patient at all and starts just pushing buttons and saying random things, you know, I mean random stupid respiratory kind of things that, you can just imagine somebody doing anyway. And then the patient is reacting to all the changes on the ventilator. That would be great. Let's see. I wonder what 2000 tidal volume would do. Oh, gosh. Well, I don't know. Well, okay, my pressures are going up. Let's see. Yeah, that kind of goes in the dangerous range. Well, anyway, you get the picture. Suctioning, you can have a really fun one on suctioning, and you can describe all the secretions that you are possible to pull up. We always equate them with food, so you could even bring in real food and have it, coming out of something, and just from off screen you can use like cottage cheese, guacamole, salsa, tapioca, pea soup, coffee grounds, scrambled eggs, raw eggs, stuff like that. In fact, you could even have some of that stuff like coming out of people's noses because that's real food. So, hey, if you got some really creative people who are not afraid to, okay, anyway. And I was also thinking of a Mary Poppins pockets. If you have a regular RT who has everything in their pockets like, you normally do, and you could start pulling out stuff, and oh gosh, we're doing this procedure, and well, we need a little Christmas tree. Anybody got one? Oh, I do. And then you start pulling out the suction setups, and you could even pull out a BiPAP out of your pocket. I don't know. It's Mary Poppins. So, but as time goes by, you can start it out as a serious video, and oh yeah, I got this. How useful! Oh my gosh, these respiratory therapists are. Man, they're really on the ball. Look at all the stuff that they carry and how useful that is. And then it just gets crazy. So that's one of my favorites. And let's see, you could have X-file patients, really insane patients that you're trying to ventilate, or just try and deal with or explain something to them and they're just out of their minds. Of course, we have those anyway. You can have crazy ways to help people stop smoking. Boy, that would be fun. I mean, you could have a smoking ninja. Anytime somebody lights up and they got the black outfit on and then they just run up and they boom, and they take the cigarette out of their mouth or whatever, you could get really creative with that one. Let's see, you can take a movie and make a parody out of that. You could have X-Men RTs, Lord of the Vents. You can demonstrate different breathing patterns. We got plenty of those that are interesting. Just Chain Stokes alone is like, wow, that's really bizarre. And you could go on with that. I don't know if I could do a serious video. Anyway, I want some that are maybe candid camera. Just really be creative and insane, because I think that we teach more by humor than we teach in actual run-of-the-mill, stuff that we do, and we teach it coldly and sterilely, and they go, yeah, okay, I'm a serious respiratory student. I'm going to learn how to do this, yeah. But, if you do it in a humorous way, people remember it better. But nonetheless, this year I want a zombie video. I have to have a zombie video. It can be of a lot of different things, though. You can be doing CPR and oh gosh, I give up. Okay, we're gonna call it, and then everybody walks away, and then you put makeup on the person and they sit up and they start going after everybody. I would love that. Also, the ER could be invaded by zombies, but of course we have to go and revive them because they're dead. So that could be a really good one. I like that idea. On night shift, all of the patients in the whole hospital could become zombies. We have to also revive them. And of course, do no harm. We got to take care of them, even if they're zombies. So, of course, and the usual zombies that are walking around all the time are the doctors anyway. And so we can have all the doctors be zombies and try and take orders from zombie doctors. That would be fun too. Anyway, now that I've totally made a fool of myself, you can tell that you can make a fool of yourself too, and it doesn't matter. So please make a fool of yourself and do your first video. Get it out there. send it off to me, and we will collect all the videos, and at the end of the year, we're going to have a Sputum Bowl video night. We will do our Sputum Bowl, but we'll also be grading videos. And we will be making awards for all kinds of different areas. We're going to have the serious category, and we'll have the fun category. So don't be afraid to make anything at all. As long as it's respiratory related, it is respectful, and your teachers agree, please make a video. It can be anywhere from 3 minutes to 10 minutes. If you go beyond 10 minutes, you're risking boredom. So be careful. If your teacher wants to make an instructional video, though, it can be as long as you want because it's a useful video and it's for other purposes. Well, thank you very much. Get your videos going right away. Hopefully we'll see you at Santa Monica City College on Tuesday. And get those videos coming in. Thanks much. See y'all later. Bye.
Welcome to the Sputum Bowl. Now on to our first question. What is the percent of oxygen at 15,000 feet?
Percent of oxygen. Well, the barometric pressure at sea level is like 760. So at 15,000 feet, well, I guess you add the humidity and subtract the CO2 and divide by 15 because it's 15,000. And then that's a lot of numbers, and I can't do that in my head. I don't know.
The answer is 21%. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
How about maybe you'll get the next one. What are the types of constriction in the lungs during an asthma attack?
Oh, constriction in the lungs. Isn't that when, you feel like there's hands around your throat and there's an elephant on your chest or something like that? Wait a minute. That's a heart attack. Okay, forget that. You give albuterol for it. And Atrovent. And, well, but you give that for almost anything. So, what's it for?
There's more than one answer.
There's more than one? Oh, man. Constriction in the lungs. And I don't know.
It's okay. Let's move on to question 3.
Okay.
Explain the difference between respiratory
Acidosis?
and metabolic acidosis.
Oh, well, that's a real basic kind of a question, so I can answer that. Respiratory acidosis is when you don't breathe enough, and metabolic acidosis is when you breathe too much. That's basic. Or maybe you don't pee enough, or maybe, I don't know, is there, okay, or maybe it's when you need to throw up and get rid of some acids, so they stick an NG tube down you, but, I don't know.
How about we have the other team try to answer this question, please?
It's when you need that mask strapped on your face with the BiPAP and stuff. Isn't that it? No.
Team 2? Any ideas?